Sorry, I just started on Instagram. Why all Nigerians should be a medical doctor, and why um, every airlight should start up a foundation. Airlight means who can read and write. Airlight means, you know, people who are bold. You may not be able to be read and write, but you have some certain knowledge. Airlight is not only when you can read and write, but you have some certain knowledge that people should follow, that you think that people should, come around you. That is airlight. Why I think all airlight in Nigeria should start up a foundation to be helping poor people, which includes health. And why all Nigerians should become a medical doctor, self-doctor, or government should formulate policies, that will make Nigeria to be treating themselves, that will provide a kind of coaching whereby some medical doctor will come and coach Nigerians. Why do I say so? Like I was saying earlier on, that I'm the vice president of Oyekon Foundation, and this time we are facilitating people with health test and cure, and giving some takeaway package like glasses and sweater, mosquito net, all those kind of stuff. So of course I will need to interact with medical doctors, in trying to invite them, and trying to do all those kind of things for them to participate in our program. So I begin to hear a lot from this medical doctor. First, it is well known truth that there is no enough medical doctor in Nigeria. It's not supposed to be one medical doctor to 5,000 people. It's not supposed to be one medical doctor to 50,000 people as it is in Nigeria. It's not supposed to be one medical doctor to 100,000 people, one doctor to 100,000 people. It's not supposed to be so. But in Jigawa, the situation is absolutely worse, because I was talking to a medical doctor right in Jigawa. Now, about 3-4 local governments, only one medical doctor. Like, let's say we are talking about in Osun State, we talk about Oshogbo, Ede, Ayedade. Only one this thing going over 100 people, over 100,000 people. Only one hospital, only one medical doctor, central medical doctor, or the rest are you say your mother was doing nurse before you come and be given injection. You're this. Okay, let's go straight ahead and see why I think all Nigerian government should formulate policies that enable Nigeria to become nurse and doctors of themselves. An average Nigerian should be doctor. First, we know that Nigeria is like a war zone. If you want to hide from realities, please wake up and face reality, because reality is facing you already. It is good that you faced it. Nigeria is like a war zone, and in a war zone, everybody is supposed to be like a kind of doctor, learning how to stop bleeding, resuscitation, suture wound, blood sugar, all those kind of things in war zone. That is the normal phenomenon. People are supposed to learn how to stop bleeding, resuscitation, suture wound, and I will prove right in this video now that Nigerian situation may even be more worse than a war zone. Number one, why everybody should become doctor, why there should be policies. Government should formulate policies to make medical doctor to gather and be teaching people, just like the way we sit down in primary 1, primary 2, primary 3, that all of us sat down and we were learning. That is how it should be. Everybody should become a doctor. Number one, poverty is on the land. The first evidence that I have is that there is poverty left, right, center. Now, a poor man cannot access formal health. No way. And formal health is needed for your survival. It is general truth. Formal health is needed for your survival. General poverty on the land. The person who cannot eat, the person who does not have money to buy clothes and to eat, to pay house rent, to do this, is that the kind of person that will now have money to go to hospital? So I think government should have policies whereby the few doctors that remain, all of them have almost run. They've not paid doctor since February salary. This is April has almost finished. February salary, they have not paid medical doctor. As I begin to interact with them, I got to know some of these things. Many parts in Nigeria have not paid medical doctors since February. They only paid them January, and some of these doctors are bleeding. Some of them, their friends are running out. Some of them are sick and cannot buy medicine. A medical doctor, can you imagine that kind of aphorism? A medical doctor was telling me that he's sick and no money to buy drugs. Medical doctor. This is so sad. Poverty in the land is so thick. No doctor. Of course, it is general aphorism that there is no doctor again in Nigeria. Doctors are trooping out. How will you not troop out? If there is a place that they have not paid you salary since February, that one is, I have practical fact of all what I'm saying. I have evidence. Medical doctor 2, 3, 4 telling me all of these things. They have not paid you since February. Okay, if they have not paid since February, and there is a place begging, dying to see you, medical doctor are like hot cake. They have not paid you in this place since February, and there is a place and you are bleeding, you cannot buy drugs. What about if you die? Will you remember the nation that you love? Will you remember the poor people that you want to save? Of course, your life will come first. In some case, in some terrible case, your life will come first. And that is why we are saying that no doctor again. The doctor that was chatting with me just showed me numerous of his friends. He was sending the chat to me. I am in Dubai, I am in UK, I am in this now. He was forwarding the chat to me for me to know that he's saying the truth. I'm talking about this night. This is to after 10 p.m. I was chatting with him as at 10. And that is why I just want to come and put out this video, put out this program, as in this, why everyone should become a medical doctor, because we should just stop deceiving ourselves. Everything has come to Nigeria has reached a state where state of emergency is supposed to be called state of emergency, worse than war. Why do I think that Nigeria is worse than war? There is no light in Nigeria, there's no network. If rain fall today, it takes 2-3 weeks before you see light, because Nigeria will need to wait for wire to dry. We will need to wait for 2-3 weeks for wire to dry, for water not to touch the thing. So before the wire dry, so another rainfall again. So you perpetually, there is no light. But in Ukraine, that there is war, they have almost pieces the whole of Ukraine. It has almost turned to sand. Yet there is still light, there is still network. So which one is even worse? Which one is even worse? As in, which one even portray the reality of war front? Which one even look like as if there is war? So you can believe my fact. Don't believe me. Nigerian is worse than war front. No doctor. There is violence again. Even the few doctors that remain, because no people did not have food to eat, because of the first condition that I say, poverty, no food for people to eat, no clothes. The doctor face violence, frustration, fighting, because it is frustrated people who did not have food to eat. Doctor now call 30,000 naira, 5,000, 3,000 naira for him for treatment of malaria, cancer, do operation, and call 300,000. Who did not have, some people are put in prison, like prison in hospital. I had this one from a reliable source who even told me, okay, nurse, when my mom was sick, some people there is like a prison, so you must not go out and you must not sleep in the bed. You sit on the floor. They remove your thing and put you in that floor, in a floor like that. You sit down there. So the third reason why everyone should become medical doctor of himself, Everyone should be doctor of himself, know how to treat, know how to do all these things. Government should formulate policy, begin to teach people. The third reason is that the worst of all is that there is no love in Nigeria. The worst among all. Now, all the factors, broken system, there is poverty and all of those things. Nigerian is worse than war. Everyone is sad, all those kind of things. There is no love in Nigeria is the greatest among all these things. Nobody is ready to help another person. Now, there is church everywhere. So what is love to Nigerian church? What does Nigerian understand love to be? A normal Nigerian church preach love. There is love. You will hear love in their message, but pay attention. They are preaching that you should love God. So you loving God means love His servant that He has sent to represent. That is Nigerian love for you. You loving God means love His servant that He has sent. Believe in the Lord your God, so shall you prosper. Believe also in His prophet. So God has sent His servant. That is a normal Nigerian love. So when you love His servant, all your prayer, all your money, everything, you bring it to the servant, because he's the one sustaining you. He's the one that is praying for you not to die of all this poverty, all this horrible thing that we are talking about. We are still going to go into broken system where there is accident, no potholes all over, where there is almost no security again. So these pastors, presumably, they are assuming that they are the God that is protecting, that is claiming that they are protecting you. And they are not only protecting you, you will need food. So God sent them to prosper. So what happened is that you need to now be praying, bringing all your money. You now love your pastor, his wife, and his children. So you see many churches say, nothing will happen to mommy in Jesus' name. Those are the prayer. Nothing will happen to daddy. Pray for ministry to expand. Pray for church to expand. This is the best church. It must expand. So that is the meaning of love. An average Nigerian Christian center, love to your neighbor is like 0.0% emphasis. Love to your neighbor, let alone love to poor. Love to your family member self. Love. I'm talking about love to give. I'm not talking about love to sit down and discuss with them. Of course, there is love like that. You need to sit down and take advice. That is Nigerian love. You need to sit down and give them advice and take advice, all those kind of things. But all the money must be brought to church. So if there is now 10 naira among the 100,000 naira that you are collecting, if there is 100 naira or 200 naira, you can now think of poor people or something like that is left after you pay tithe, pay up prophetic seed, pay sacrifice, pay or various kind of seed. We are all familiar with all of that. So what am I saying? There is no love. Now, if there is no love, how will you see somebody and want to help him? If not, thank God for some of us that have started to come out and challenge this principle and challenge. A normal Nigerian, let me tell you what a normal Nigerian, average Nigerian is in terms of love. How can there be love when everybody is winch? Everybody is to fall down and die. Because I am your home winch. To you and I have quarreled before. Who is watching? Okay. Kende, you and I have quarreled before. So I am winning. So you are praying for me to fall down and die. So is it you are praying for me to die? God now begin to answer your prayer. Nigerian God now begin to answer your prayer and is in the process of killing me. That you will now help. But Jesus Christ said, love your enemy. I don't know, but we are going to change it gradually. Jesus Christ said, love your enemy. Do good to those who hate you. Matthew chapter 5, verse 34. From verse 34 downward. Matthew chapter 5 or Matthew chapter 6. Love your enemy. But I say to you, before it was said, an eyes for an eyes, do wicked those who wicked you. That is in the New Testament. Nigerian church don't know the meaning of New Testament at all. We are still following the law of Moses. Kill him before he kill you. People are why did you fail exam? It's not because of reading that you fail exam. It's not because of because of you did not program your time. because you did not meet for group discussion. Those are not factors why you fail like exam, why you are poor. It's not because you did not work hard, because you did not follow advice, because you did not seek counsel, because you did not. Those are not the factor. The factor is there is your neighbor. Your neighbor is after you. Your neighbor is blocking your success. Your neighbor. So if your neighbor is blocking your success, what is the consequence? You have to remove the person who want to destroy your life. So if that kind of person now have accident, as we are talking this morning, maybe sick or do all those kind of things, at what point will you now say, let me help this kind of person? I have had, in fact, everybody around, everyone would have had testimony in their churches. If you are going to churches, there are some people who say that I saw my neighbor, he was bleeding, he was vomiting blood, and I was in my room saying, die, 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 you must die. And the neighbor is vomiting blood. The neighbor is shouting, begging for help. And the born again child of God that went to church, that just come back from church, is saying, die, 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 you must die, you must die in the name of Jesus, you must die. So this is just the normal thing. It's just, and they go to church, as in, if you want me to give you evidence, they give this kind of testimony. So a situation that they have preached this kind of things to us, so that all the money will come to the pastor, money will not go to any neighbor, nothing goes to anywhere, so that they will build church and take you to heaven. So in that kind of situation, tell me how it has not become absolutely pertinent for everybody to be self-doctor, for everybody to become medical doctor. Okay, the next one is broken system. Broken system, such as bad road, inconsistent policy. You start business today, if Yahoo did not stop you, tax force will stop your business. All the hypertension, all the heartbreak, all the heart failure, all the headache, you yourself, you need to know how to cure yourself. Broken system, change in policy, no structure. Where there was no hole yesterday, there is hole today. There is major hole today. Gutter, there is slump. All those kind of things. With first aid become very, very necessary for everyone to know. The first aid now become very necessary for everyone to know. Sorrow, fighting. Now with poverty bring theft, poverty bring fighting, poverty bring quarrel, poverty bring anguish. All these kind of things affect health. All these kind of things are, in if it's a correct nation, all this kind of violent fight, shooting of gun, almost everywhere, all those kind of situations, court, theft, all this kind of situation of that give you hypertension. So your neighbor is fighting and almost cutting his wife. It calls for emergency situation. So it calls for emergency situation. So it is all of these things make me to come out this night and say that government should try and change the policies of Nigeria. Don't let Nigeria be like other nations where you say medical doctors are the only one who treat. Medical doctor and nurse, all the people within hospital configuration. Nigeria should not be like that, please. From all this fact that I have come out to say, it is no one is indisputable. Challenge my fact and I will provide evidence in my next video. Use the comment section. Challenge that I don't know what I'm talking about. This is not happening in Nigeria. And I will provide evidence in my next video. I will come out. If I see one person challenge, I will come out tomorrow evening and provide evidence. Me, I have time to restructure Nigeria and to make Nigeria develop. Another point that I want to talk about is everybody, all elites, should start their own foundation. Oyekon Foundation, which I am the vice president, is doing very, very well. In fact, I have not had any foundation doing as good as this. We just facilitate back to almost all the old Iwo school bags, and within 4 or 5 months, we are not doing it once in a year. Even big church with all the billions, they help poor person once in a year. This is what we are planning to be helping people almost every month. A time is coming that almost every month we are launching one major, this thing. But Is it that we are very rich? No, absolutely no. Is it that we have some supernatural power? Absolutely no. But what do we know? We simply know what other people don't know. And what do we know? Number one, we know that it is God that we are helping. Blessed is he who we know that it is God. I am that poor person, I am that sick person, I am that stranger. We know that it is God. That is our first stand. Why we begin to launch out even without money, and today we are competing. Very soon our foundation will be competing with the likes of Bill and Melinda Foundation, with the likes of all those kind of people, John D. Rockefeller Foundation. Very soon, 2-3 years, not up something that. But what do we have? First, we know that Jesus Christ died for us and suffered for us and do everything, and so we have a way of paying him, and so we are going about helping poor people. So we have the heart that this is the right thing to do. If you help the Lazarus, you go to heaven. If you don't help Lazarus like the rich man, you go to hellfire. So all of those things like that, go and check my other video. I have done justice to that extensively, why we help poor people. Number two reason why we help poor people is that we are light. We are a light of the nation. We believe that we know, we can read and write. We can read books. We can, for instance, we are partnering with CMDA organization. They are giving us their nurse, their doctor. So we discovered this from research, that there are some bodies like that available to become some group of doctors, and we spend little money. So you too can do it with your little resources. In fact, if you don't have little resources, let's say you are just barber, refer to some of my message. Go to this my Facebook page or go to my YouTube page. I have teach how, if you are a barber, you can solve all your problem in Nigeria. You are a barber that finished primary 3, but you can barber very well. What do? You just start to teach people. Organize once in a month to be teaching people free. Teach them and give them orientation. Organize once in a month to be barbing hair for people free and be snapping picture, and then begin to let everybody see your picture. One correct person will see the picture one day and give you money to buy clipper and start to help people and start to do this and and those people that you teach, you give them clipper for them to begin to do this thing under your foundation. Step by step, I have already analyzed it. Before you know, you will begin to fix everything. You begin to open shop, do everything for them. So that is just simple way to start. Let's say you don't even have anything, you don't just sit like that. Everybody, elite means you have skill, you are competent in some ways, you can speak English, you can read and write. Everybody should start foundation. Foundation means helping poor people. Poor people is the foundation. You know the first cost of poverty. First, poverty is the lowest. That is the meaning of foundation. That is the meaning of initiative. Initiative. Okay, I think it's initiative. So that is foundation for you there, for you to start. So, but if you don't know how to start generally, come and meet me. Wherever you have, whatever level, you can start helping people, and you can also make money to help yourself. So I believe and I think everyone need to start foundation. Every elite, everyone. If you are not old, in fact, if you are old, you can be talking to young people on how old days look like. Everybody should have foundation, and I can teach you how to open at least 15 social network. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest, for you to be posting your videos, your pictures, all those kind of things. Website, blog, YouTube, all those things. So like you are seeing me doing now. So everybody should become become doctor, like Red Cross, like Man O' War, like road safety. Everybody should be equipped like that. It should not be only medical doctors. And this thing should be done fast. So ladies and gentlemen, I will just stop here. Thanks a lot for listening. My name is Oyekanlu Olebasi. Please help to share this video. Share it until it reach senator. Share it until it reach governor. Share it until it reach everybody that have power. The poor, rich, anybody that have power to use the video to do something. Let's save life. Let's save life, and let's people see what is happening in Nigeria. Thanks and God bless. Bye for now.